Welcome back to Armored Combat America. If you remember this guy, this is my Irish axe in Glasslow, and I like it. A friend of mine had his, and I traced it, and I was like, man, this thing just feels perfect. So it's probably currently still my favorite axe, I think, but I'll introduce you to that one. It's called Love. This one is called Hate. It's heavier by about a pound. It's not for the faint of heart. I'm gonna build an even better one, an even heavier one, just for getting used to, because when I use this, it has its advantage, and depending on the situation, I will happily use this, but she's chunky and you get tired. So I'm gonna build a heavier one just for training and swinging. Like I already have like a big old fat heavy pipe that I use that's way heavier than this, but I would like to have something that's a little more similar. You can see I got one little practice in on it, and a little bit of use. So far so good. I just built this one today. It's called Faith because it's holy. And this actually is kind of a loner slash trainer. I'm sure they would probably let it in because it's not far off of Real Designs, but this was literally like some booger here, and then like this was the backside of one that I cut out for a long pole axe, and this was like another part of a smaller two-hander, and then I don't even know if I might have cut an axe head out of this. So this was just kind of like, I just had to finish it out. So this doesn't really exist per se. There's gonna be some stuff that's like it, but I was like, hey, screw throwing that away. That's not scrap, that's an axe head. If I ever wanted to, I could lop her down shorter or whatever and make a one-hander out of it if I wanted to. But this one is 4.1 pounds. I want to get it under 3, so under 4, I'm sorry. So I'm probably going to keep with some more holes following up this way maybe. We'll see. I mean, it's just another one I did today when I was bored. This is flex tape on this one. I've got different stuff on each one. I'm just kind of experimenting to see which holds up the best. Supposedly the flex tape eats a lot of impact and helps your haft survive. So good stuff. Had it together, and then I made my mark, and then I made a cross. Once I followed this way, I started here, what I thought was a good spot, and then matched the mark all the way to get the holes kind of in line. You know, they're not perfect, but they're in the ballpark. Just to, you know, visually, just looking at it looks okay, but if you stare at it too hard, you'll see it's not perfect, just like me. But feels okay. I do think taking off a little more weight will be better, especially for new guys, but it's definitely fast. I mean, if you want to see the comparison to this, compared to, say, if I pick up all Hate over here, she's just beefier. I mean, I don't know if you can really tell the difference. I can feel the difference. Can you see it on film? I'm not sure, but this guy, 5.4 pounds or something like that. This one is now 4.1 at the moment. And you feel it just because it's also, if you see, yeah, it's down there. Difference in the handles is definitely relevant. It's a foot shorter on this guy here. This one, I think this haft matches Love. So Love and Hate are the same length. Different axe head. If you haven't got to mess with the axe of Galaglass, try it, because for some reason it's the one that calls to me. So I think during training, I'll probably start off with something like this, and then go to Love, and then end up with Faith, just getting lighter so I can keep going and pushing. And hey, maybe that'll translate to while I'm in a match and in between rounds, I can keep going lighter. So I'm not killing myself with this big son of a gun, because yeah, like I said, I'm gonna make one that is also probably on the legal limit, which I think is 6.6 pounds, 3,000 grams minimum of 36 inches, if I remember right. And yeah, so we'll see. Finding proper lengths and weights is real important. But like I said, this right here, I feel like I can swing this all day and I'm not gonna get drained as fast. Downside to it is you're not transferring as much energy when you hit, because it is a lighter weapon. So just like the heavily restricted thing in the sport, any length goes for a mace, but it has to be 1,000 grams, which is like 2.2 pounds. That's nothing. So you got guys out there you see with the mace, and they don't look like they're doing much damage, and they're generally kind of not. I mean, you do feel it. They catch you in a gap, you're gonna feel it, but it's you can't compare that to getting busted. Somebody catches you and busts you with this thing, and open gap or not, this wins. But up close and personal, it's useless. Somebody's too close to you, you're just kind of hanging on to your weapon and you're trying to grapple, and now your two-hander is susceptible to some other guy to come up and try to rip it from you that's got his boy's back, or the guy that you're grappling with is just trying to snatch it from you or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I'm really new to armored combat, but I'm learning fast, and just like anything in life, everything's got its upside and downsides. So, you know, like I said, nice little new thing. It's content for the channel. Let you guys check it out, see what you think. Any questions, concerns, comments, throw them at me. If you want to see how I make these, go ahead. You can see the difference in this guy. See how you can see the welds, and they're kind of, you know, just BS quick welds. They're nothing special. They work. They will never break, I promise that. And then this one, I was like, I got all day. Just waiting on my mom to come bring her vehicle so I could do an oil change. And you see, I actually took the time to grind the welds down, and you know, it's fairly seamless, because I was like, whatever, you know, I'll do that just because I can. And I know I've got some people that have seen my welds and they're thinking, man, that's it. I'm like, I can make it pretty if I want. I just choose not to. I don't see the point in making this weapon really beautiful, and I'm gonna beat the piss out of it. I'm gonna be, you know, I did, one of my teammates, Russell, he picked up 2 weeks ago, he picked up a two-hander axe. The design's not far off this one. I had my my Irish axe, and he's left-handed, so me and him were like tapping axe heads together face to face when we were just checking. And so, I mean, I don't see a lot of justification in making stuff beautiful, especially if it's just for me. You know, if I'm gonna sell something, maybe, yeah, I'd be like, okay, I care. But, you know, otherwise, this guy, it is definitely, we'll see, like maybe light days, I'm like, I'm just gonna stick with this guy, or something lighter, I don't know yet, you know. All I know is I have nationals coming up in Galveston, and I am doing my best to keep my training in. I'm gonna go out there and get my ass kicked. Been working on training because everybody out there is probably gonna be experienced. I'm gonna be like the newest guy out there. That's fine. You know, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Hopefully I don't die. But you know, I'm looking forward to just meeting all these guys. You know, if they kick my ass, like, hey man, thanks for whooping my ass so I can learn what to expect next time, because I'm a first timer. But like I said, before I go rattle on about other stuff that is not related to this shit, there you go. Like I said, turned out really, really nice. If somebody wanted the dimensions for some reason, they thought this was beautiful, I can measure it out, give you dimensions. Otherwise, one of my buddies was like, that thing's ugly as shit. I was like, you know, didn't put it together, won a beauty contest. I put it together because I was like, hey, it's different. And I succeeded in that. And difference also, if you notice in color, this is black gloss. This was actually just some other like gunmetal looking silver I had laying around. I was like, I want everything to be identical, right? So, all right. Hope that was informative and waste your time if you're at work and, you know, just doing nothing and wanted to see something about stuff we'd beat the crap out of each other with. There you go. All right. Catch y'all guys next time.